Hold up, man.
But I was standing too far up, so now I got to come back.
You ready?
It's just me and you in the dark. I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. As I walk barefoot across the sun on your bitch ass.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Honorable Djmetalmonkey, and this is episode 149 with Freddie Davis of Rich Point Records, owner, CEO, former rapper, one of my homeboys, mentors, everything. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, what's up? And by the way, that's a correction. It's Rich Point Music.
Rich Point, yeah, music. So what's the difference in that? Like,
yeah, it was Rich Point Records, but I, did the name change and, and dropped the records and added music. It's more today's. Sound like, instead of Rich Point Records, like Rich Point Music better.
Oh, that's dope. How'd you come up with that name? I want to jump into that. Like, how'd you come up with that name?
I come up. Well, of course, I started the label with just this one artist that I was dealing with over the time, and me and her, my artist, which is Brazil Hill, we're from the same area, the city. Yeah. But her neighborhood is Magazine Point. And, my old hood, it has I stayed on a very popular street, in my city, was called Rich. So I wanted, the label to have significant meaning to it, so we'll never forget where we came from. So I took a part of the name from her hood and a part of the name where, my hood, where we're from, and just combining them both. And and that's how we get Rich Point Music.
Oh, that's dope as fuck, man. Yeah, because that got a hell of a meaning behind it. Damn. Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Yeah.
You from You was born in Mobile?
Pritchard.
So you from Pritchard. It's a difference. See, I'm not from over there.
Like a little small city, I guess inside of Mobile or running next to Mobile. How was been in Pritchard, Mobile?
How was it growing up out there? Was it like the Brady's? Like Brady Bunch them or what?
No, man. Growing up in Pritchard, you got to have some sense of survival. You gotta know how to survive. You gotta have a sense of hustle about yourself. Mobile and Pritchard, the economy there never was in shape, far as to raise a family in. You understand? So you have to have multiple hustle to survive. And growing up in the days that I came up in the city, you had to get out there and get it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't take back what I learned from it. It made me who I am today. So
yeah, it's hard to come up out that motherfucker out here, man. Like I remember in the early 90s.
That's the crazy part, man, because once I moved to Atlanta, like I gave it no second thought, no opinion and shit. As a matter of fact, I had a house that was paid for. It was a little shack and everything. I left that motherfucker down, everything in it.
I remember
and bounced to Atlanta. But at the same time, since I've been in Atlanta, I had a couple of homeboys, or maybe just people that I know in general. They would hit me up and be like, "Yo, moving to Atlanta, dog. What's up? Blase, blase." they get up there maybe about a month later, you know, you talk to them, man, I'd move back.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle, and if you're not open-minded enough to adapt to the Atlanta way of living, you know, of course, you're gonna maybe run back to what you're used to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The life, you know, the type of life that you live in PA, you know, that shit won't work in Atlanta.
No, it's not. And this is a good place to be, man. It's like it's very positive. It's underrated. Like it's one of the places you got to live here in order to know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't come here on no whim though. You definitely can't.
You know, I mean, you know what time it is, what the deal is.
Hell yeah. What's so I was checking out like y'all releases and all of that stuff, man. Brazil Hill's pretty dope. I seen an interview on what was it, Dirty Glove?
Yeah, Dirty Glove.
Tell me about Brazil Hill. Who is that? Like what how'd you even get to sign her? How'd that happen?
Well, Brazil is more or less like a family thing. And of course she, you know, I used to do music back in the days or whatever. And I used to be, you know, hanging with her brother up here in Atlanta. And she used to always, you know, send her music up here for us to check out. And she would be, you know, sending her music. I was like, yo, she, you know, she dope. She got potentials, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker. But
you can't let it go.
Consistency, sending me stuff. I knew that she was getting better and better and better. And she created this mixtape that we decided to pull off the market, but the mixtape was, you know, it was dope, you know. And after that, I was like, okay, I started kind of messing with her heavy. And then, you know, and one day it was probably like 8 o'clock in the morning, man. She hit me up on the phone like, yo, check your email. I'm about to send you something. I think I got one.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So I got up and checked the email and I put it on I got this big loud surround sound system at my house and I put it on there. And man, that beat dropped and I was like, okay, it's time for us to make this move, you know. And but at the time, you know, I know that the industry was changing to something that nobody knows what it's changing into except for it's digital now.
Right.
But where it's going, so of course I had to get myself abreast on the industry and stuff like that. Go talk to lawyers and all this stuff right there. And after we did that, man, we end up, you know, becoming an independent music label.
Damn, that's cold-blooded. How's the game changed?
I took it to. Go ahead.
How's the game changed since back in the day when we were signed to a label? Like how?
Oh man,
starting a label is different.
The game had changed so much. I mean, you got to think back when we was doing it. None of us was business minded about this shit.
Hell no.
You know, I think I was the only one was trying to get us.
You was.
Because you know, I'm the one that tried to get all of us registered with ASCAP. And to this day, I'm still registered with ASCAP.
Yeah, me too. I think you did get us registered.
And so I think the difference that I learned or know for right now about the industry is that, you know, it's business. Like, you know, they don't give a fuck about your music. It's all about your business.
1,000%.
Game, to me, in my opinion, the game used to be, they used to say, you know, 10% music, 90% business. But now, shit, I think it's like 99% business and 1% music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, back then you really had to put in that footwork in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like selling them CDs out of trunks, traveling to city to do an interview, or, you know, just to meet somebody face to face. And now, you know, you have a lot of artists, man, they're doing a lot of shit and not even leaving their city. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of shit is done over email, you know, Zoom. Motherfuckers doing interviews through Zoom now and getting big publicity. You know, so industry didn't change. You know, everything is more computerized and digital now. You know, the artists themselves, they have a lot of access to things that the record labels only had access to. You know, but we just learn how to use those things into our you know, best of our abilities to make it shit pop for us. You know, so the game has it's not finished changing. You know.
Are you what is Brazil Brazil Hill? What was her last? Is she got a project coming out now, or did it just drop? I've been listening to all kinds of stuff on YouTube.
Well, we don't have a project that we're working on a project right now. Now, I'm not gonna say a project, but singles, because we're just gonna you know, start the year off just dropping a bunch of singles. But she just recently dropped a single on November the 23rd with featuring one of a legendary artist from Alabama, which is C now, and he's one of the feature artists there. So that was her last single that she dropped. And before that, we dropped a single in the middle part of the year, which is still getting a lot of recognition and numbers. And it's called You. It's like a hip hop and R&B track, you know, and it's called You. And the video is available on YouTube as well.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. Because I've been checking her music out on YouTube. I just let it play, man. And she all the way dope, man. All the way live. So you looking like y'all have like who she collabing with? Like outside of C-Down, and like who have she?
We collaborated with a lot of producers. I mean, we was collaborating with producers in other countries. Somehow, and you know, some kind of way, her music was reaching people in other countries, and they was like DMing us and, you know, wanting to work with us or whatever. On her EP that we dropped on October the 31st, 2019. We had a track produced. Actually, it's the last track on the EP called Chill. It's a producer by the name of Ty Beats.
Damn.
He is over in Thailand.
What?
So,
what the
fuck?
Thailand.
We was communicating with him in Thailand, and I was very iffy about.
That's crazy.
Because I'm like, dude, you wait over in Thailand. You know, what if we got a problem? You know what I'm saying? I need to reach you on the jack, like, how soon? Guess what? We actually did ran into a problem. We was over in Patchwork Studios. I was getting the song mixed and mastered, and we was in the mastering session. And something was up with the beat, and he needed to sing again. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. I'm like, it's fucking 8 o'clock at night. I don't know what the hell time it is over in Thailand. So I emailed him. And man, you wouldn't believe this cat emailed me back in about 3 minutes. I said, I like it. Gonna work with him again.
Yeah, off top.
Yeah. That's, I mean, you got to think of that. So that lets me know he is about business. So he produced that track, guy named Thailand, his name Ty Beats. And some up and coming producers that's over here. I know one cat is out in North Carolina. He's up and coming beat producer. He produced for NBA YoungBoy and a couple other, you know, hungry artists out there. The one that I was telling you about earlier, which is a hip hop and R&B track. Yeah. That's still gaining momentum. It's a guy. His name is Monty, and he's from over. It looks like Iraq or something, cause one of those guys. Cause
there's a lot of producers over there.
Huh?
I said, there's a lot of producers over there.
Yeah, and so he reached out to us on Instagram, and it was like, yo, I've been checking out artist Brazil. I want to work with her. It was like, okay, send us something, and he's from over there. So and we're working with another producer from Africa.
Damn,
But
that's fucking
yeah,
dope.
we just the process of going through his material and seeing which one she want to work with or whatever like that. But we haven't sealed the deal on anything yet. But we are working on with him, a producer from Africa.
Damn, that's dope. So it ain't no question that you a tour over there too.
Yeah, and right now I'm actually in the studio right now. She's in our recording. We're working with a producer, up and coming producer, hungry producer. I love him. His name Matastic. He's from Mobile, but he's here now, and we linked up with him, and so they're in there cooking up another joint or whatever,
That's fucking sweet.
So as a matter, got a hard street joint that's track that's we probably drop it sometime the first quarter this year that he produced, and it's pretty dope. I think they're gonna love it.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's crazy, man. Like during these times, how has COVID impacted y'all doing shows and doing business, just the way you're doing business right now?
And COVID has COVID, man. COVID put a damper in us like a motherfucker, but it didn't stop us, but it slowed us down. And it didn't stop us, but it slowed us down. I mean, because I think last year Brazil may have done maybe about 3-4 shows. And we normally do a hell of a lot more shows than that. And a lot of the stuff that we was involved in and was going to take part in end up canceling, just like the MBE conference, music conference.
Damn, that's big, yeah.
We performed that the year before, and we was in, we had preparations and plans in order to perform at it in 2020, but it got canceled. Let's see, the Atlanta Hip Hop Day, we performed at that. That's another big, thing that she would normally perform at, but because of COVID, that, canceled that as well.
Damn.
So, and then, Brazil just very careful. I'm very careful, and we try not to catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we took a gamble on a couple of things, and went on ahead and performed and everything. But the good part about it is that Brazil got her own mic. She got a diamond mic. And so when we do go perform, she don't have to use nobody else's mic or whatever. She could use her own mic, which is
because you can spread
disease. Terms on it.
Yeah, you can spread disease with a microphone. Yeah. In Tennessee, you can't pawn microphones. It's like, I don't know, I learned a fun fact. You can't pawn microphones in Tennessee because they could spread a virus or disease. Crazy.
Yeah, but COVID shit, man, it impacted it impacted us in one way, but it also lit some fire up under a lot of artists as to get out on that internet gram and that social media platform and just go ham.
Yeah.
And like I say, it affected them in a positive way in that, but also too, a lot of artists, cause of the COVID, they fell victim to a lot of scams, internet scams, with marketing agents, it's like that, that deal with a whole bunch of bots and shit. And so, it's been a crazy time. You just have to be smart and do your due diligence when it comes to, looking into a situation.
Yeah, you're right though, because man, this is a motherfucker, but you still gotta live, you know what I mean? You look at signing any new artists, following Brazil here, you gonna get some more
right now in the near future, yeah, of course. I'm gonna end up signing, more artists, but right now, I think I just want to focus on Brazil Hill. You know, spend all my time, effort, resources, and everything, you know, on her, you know, and to really get her where I, you know, I ain't gonna say where I want her to be, where I want her to go and where she, you know, and once I get that done, and then okay, I'm like, oh, all right, well, yeah, it's time for like to add another, you know, artist to the roster. But right now, Brazil Hill is the face of Rich Point Music.
That's what she should. Yeah, yeah. I feel that too. If I, you know, I'm your bro. Like, if that was my label, hey, cause she is, man, what? And then females
you know,
are in.
You know, man, before this COVID hit, man, I used to be out everywhere to all kinds of events. If I get an email or a DM about an event, it's a 9 times 10 I'm going. And I've seen and met so many independent labels like myself, you know, like Rich Point Music. And man, they have a roster full of artists. And I be thinking, I'd be like, yo, like, how do they manage to do this shit? You know, and some of
They don't. They just be looking like it.
Yeah, you know, I'm guessing that's what it is because
I know that's what it is.
They have people on their teams, you know, this manager's just right here. So okay, so you got a label where you got a lot of people working for y'all for free, because I'm knowing, you know, like at this stage, you know, none of us is really making money off streams because shit. You know what I'm saying? And I go Google some of the artists and look at some of their stuff. You know, like, I'm not trying to brag on Brazil, but she got, and she don't have, to me, she don't, I mean, I'm still working on her followers on social media and building them up. I'm still working on her out there and getting the streams and numbers up, you know, and I'm looking at something like half of them is not even got half of what she got. So
exactly.
Like, I just be wondering sometimes, you know, like, of course, right now I can afford to, you know, add a couple of people to my team for as, you know, managers and to help out with the label and stuff, all that right there. But I would rather like wait till we get a little bit farther out there.
Yeah. And
because I don't want nobody, when you come up on this team, I want you to be dedicated to this shit just like I am.
You gotta be. You know,
I want you to have Brazil Hill best interest as an artist on this label. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to just, for, you know, for the money or for this right here. You know, I want somebody that's gonna come up in here and, you know, and we can move this thing, we can move like a family, and you know what I'm saying? Because when you come upon my team, I'm gonna have your best interests at heart.
Right.
You understand? I'm gonna have your best interests on the same thing.
Yeah, because you was the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally still can rap. You know, like, I know you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know the ins and outs.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm like that, because I was an artist before. And you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, I remember those days when we was rapping, I was like, man, we had a manager, somebody do this right here. Or you remember how we used to go to them shows, it used to be other artists and be like, yo, that's my manager over there. And they handling things. We had none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it feels to be that artist, you know, that like to have somebody that got your best interest at heart as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of protective of you, what I might say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I done heard some fucking horror stories out there. And I'm trying to keep that shit away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And live through the motherfuckers too. You know?
Fuck yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, it's crazy to see that you started a label, man. I was like, man, I was just hoping you come on the show, because I said, man, this is big bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is it dealing with artists? Like, what do you have to do? Is it a personal relationship, or do you just let her do what she do?
Man, it's hard managing an artist. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. This is just a prediction. In the near future, the management fee is gonna go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you look like management fees, a lot of them, they all different, but you know, the rule of thumb is what, anywhere from I'm saying 15-20% or what, some shit like that. That shit gonna go up, man, because it's hard managing artists, especially when you got, you know, stubborn artists that won't listen, or some of the artists that they let the fame get to their head. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They get
yeah.
thrown off.
Oh yeah. They divas,
You know?
man. They divas.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, it's hard doing that, man. You know, and it's hard. You know, being a manager is hard. You know,
Hey,
it's real hard.
hey, your
A fucking business phone call coming in. I was trying to send it to voicemail, and somehow the son of a bitch answered and told us off. Shit.
Hey,
My
shit.
bad.
Shit happened, man. Man, this is Zoom. You know, this year Zoom, man, there's so much shit done happened on Zoom this year, man. Motherfuckers smoking blunts, getting caught jacking off and shit. Like the fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you vote this year?
Oh yeah, I vote.
Oh man, that shit was the.
It was crazy, man. This shit fucking crazy.
Man, that's about the craziest shit in the world, bro. Let me ask you something. Yeah. I know you, but I don't see, like, I met you when I was like 18. Yeah, 18 years old, and y'all was like big homies. So I didn't know y'all background for real. But y'all put me on game, and you didn't fucking play. You was a nice guy, but you know what you had on the side of you at all times.
And you know what though? I'm still like that right now to this day.
Man, you had a big damn gun. You call that bitch the Roxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how was your childhood? How was your childhood coming up, bro? Like, what's the background? Like, how did you grow up? What was it like?
Man, how did I grow up, man? I'm gonna say I grew up with, I'm not gonna say a lot of freedom, but my parents, they wasn't strict on me or whatever. So I was always allowed to, you know, go and venture out in the hood. I was one of them kids, you know, like during the summer months when we out of school, me and my homies, we the first ones hit the, you know, we the first ones outside in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I knew everybody in the hood knew me. And you know, that's for my childhood. So, you know, we, you know, coming as a kid, you know, I was able to play, you know, in the hood neighborhoods with the neighborhood kids and do all this stuff. Then of course, you know, growing up in the hood, when you become a teenager, you start to you know, get into other things. And you know, of course, me and my childhood best friend, you know, me and him and a couple other cats, you know, we you know, started, you know, getting into the shit that they get into nowadays. You know what I'm getting at.
Right.
And so I had a little brief run with that. But for the most part, I wanted to say my childhood, growing up in the hood where I'm from, I had a lot of older cousins in my neighborhood. Like I had one of my older cousins, he stayed like on the opposite corner of me. I can jump my backyard and jump the neighbor's backyard and be in his backyard.
Damn.
Then I had another cousin named Irvin. He stayed like 2 blocks from me. He had his clique of homies. My other cousin around here had their clique of homies, and all of us cool. So I'm like this little nigga growing up in the neighborhood who have big cousins who got big homies. All of them knew me, and I got exposed to a lot of shit, bro, at an early age.
Was you in trouble?
What I'm saying?
You a bad kid?
Yeah. Huh?
I said, was you bad? Did you get in a lot of trouble and shit?
I ain't gonna say I got into a lot of trouble. I got in some trouble, but not a lot. I was pretty, I want to say pretty smart, you know. You know, a lot of shit, you know, I didn't do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't do a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took some chances. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, we all.
you know, Lord, I had my fair share of taking penitentiary chances. You know what I'm saying? But
now I'm coming home to you.
Ill will make the deep y'all see.
Know that don't belong to you. They give me a minute.
shit, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But my child up in the hood, man, I don't take nothing back from it. You know?
Right. Because it's difficult being a black man your age. Dude, you the best dresser. You the best dresser I know on accident. I know you don't even try to do that shit, but you be fresh as fuck.
Well, you know me, man. You know, if anything, I'm gonna always have me a fresh pair of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can, as long as you got your fresh pair of sneakers, you can dress that shit up any kind of way with a white tee, you know, or whatever, and then shit, you Gucci. You know, I didn't have much, so I had the best of what I had.
Right. Well, ever since I know you, you was fresh as hell. You was probably like, I don't know, you was in your 20s when I met you.
Yeah, I was in my late 20s. Yeah,
when did you stop rapping?
When you first met. When did I stop?
Yeah.
When did I stop rapping?
Yeah.
My last my last song I recorded was shit. I think it was 2008 or some shit like that.
Damn.
And it was it was a verse with a guy from Mobile. I did a feature with him. You know,
damn.
He said,
that shit.
Feeling like a pimp. You know,
you did a lot of them type songs. You did.
That was
I said you did a lot of them type songs. You ain't play when it came to like pimp songs, shit like that. Like you was down for that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. So we had fun, man. Those days, man, were fun, man. I got a lot of memories about being in the studio, being in the VIP section, smoke out rooms, and you know, before we go to smoking damn near an ounce of weed before you go perform, all that shit, man, and all that. And I look at how I run Rich Point Music right now. I run it so opposite right now.
Yeah.
You know, like me in Brazil never. We never had a smoke session.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's how you got to keep it too, man.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know, cause I'm more or less about business, and I keep myself in a frame of mind as a student. I'm a student of the game, and always trying to learn. You understand what I'm saying? Because especially right now, I mean, man, shit, you go down with some of the goddamn lawyers. Hell, they scratching their head trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? How to get money from over here, get the money from over there. How is this streaming, this algorithm, I hope I pronounced it right. That shit got fucking all the streaming shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I look, changing. You know?
What do you see Rich Point Records in 3 years, bro? Rich Point Music. Man, my bad.
Where do I see Rich Point Music in 3 years? You know, I see Rich Point Music, man, in 3 years as being one of these music labels that's really, really making big moves. You know what I'm saying? Having artists that's on the label, which, you know, gonna be Brazil Hill, that's, you know, performing on BET and and all these music awards. But that's where I would like to be for like the next 3 years. But as of right now, I'm just focused on a day by day accomplishment. I try to accomplish something every day for as Rich Point Music. I don't care if I just got to go up in there and update some data, some metadata or something. You know, just want to accomplish something for Rich Point Music for a day, every day, 7 days a week, no days off. I'm going to do something. I don't care if I got to go and go on social media and update this or do this, go on different websites and do. I'm going to do something, accomplish something for the company and Brazil Hill every day.
That's
You know,
what's
so
up, man.
you know, yeah.
That takes a lot of damn dedication, man. Like it really do, man. What's the hardest thing you faced while trying to get started? Like when you was getting started, what's the hardest thing? Like what was the hardest thing to get everything in order? Like to get everything established?
I think the hardest thing was overcoming a fear of failure. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to realize, like, shit, it's okay to fail, you know, as long as you try. You know, you can't fail if you try. So I think that was my overcome because you know, when I started the company, I was like, damn, man, you know, I had a lot to learn, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what if I do this here wrong? What if I do something wrong? Or what to do this right here? And to be honest with you, you know, you can never sit back and just learn how to run this shit. You just gotta jump in that motherfucker and figure shit out. It's just like the most important thing that I did, you know, I can say when I first started the company is I went and sat down with me an entertainment lawyer.
Straight up.
And yeah, and of course she gave me some info and I had a million questions and she was like, look, you can sit here and ask all the questions. I mean, she gave me a lot of game or whatever, but you're not gonna learn it if you don't get your ass out there. Don't worry about this right here. Go out there, put out music. Yep. And as everything that you want to know and learn, connections that you need to make, all that stuff gonna start coming to you. And I can't say she was right.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's the best advice is just doing it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It's just like going to college, man. You can go to college, you know, to be a fucking doctor or whatever. I mean, but shit, you really ain't gonna learn, you know, what it is to be a doctor until you actually get out there and start doing it. You're gonna know the fundamentals, but you ain't gonna know, you know, what it is to be a doctor until you actually put on that shit and go to work for a minute and you start figuring shit out. And you be like, yeah, you know what? They didn't teach this shit in college. You know?
Right. Like what's your age range of your audience? Like what's who do you target? Like what age range?
Man, it's crazy because with Brazil Hill kind of music, her age range, man, I just say for instance, I go on Spotify and I look at her graphics, her demographics and the age range. I look at, you know, 18 to 24, man, you know, the margin might be way over here to the right. And I look over here to like the mid 20s to the 30s, this way, like her age range, I'm gonna say, according to the graphic, man, is fucking like 18 to the late 40s, early 50s.
Damn, that's hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's you know, and I'm like, yo, that's pretty, you know, pretty decent.
Yeah, that's a wide age range too, man. Like, and then that's the template that you want your label to have, that range, so you can drop records from it for any type of age. You know what I mean?
Yeah. but here's the thing: like Brazil is a hip hop and R&B artist. So on the hip hop side, maybe on one hip hop song, she may have this age range that's over here going that far. She may have, and then she do an R&B thing, she may have the age range to go over there. But both of them overall are good. She have a nice age range, and it started out at 18. I'm quite sure she got some fans that's younger than 18.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. She do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because them the youngsters, you really can't count them because you don't know who is who when they under 18, but they get inspired, what I'm saying? The end of high school, that'd be the song of their life, one of the ones she made. Have you like what do you do after, because that's a lot of damn work, man, running the label. Man, so what do you do in your spare time when you go back to being just Freddie Davis?
What do I do, man?
Yeah, like ride go-karts. What you do? Do you like,
I mean, I like, working out, just being out, sometimes I might just get in my vehicle and just go out and see what the city, what the Atlanta got going on. I just like, in my spare time, I just like being free and able to do whatever I could put my mind to or what I feel like doing.
Right.
And, a lot of people don't have those choices, you know what I'm saying? Because of situations that's, going on in their life. So I try to keep my personal life, stress-free, so I'm able to just go out and just enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that shit. Cause you gotta be able to relax. You know what I mean? I seen you in look, man, you know how that shit be, man. Like when somebody leave the country, it's a wrap. So I see you in Colombia, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
I said, damn, I need to ask him for some money.
Man, that was an experience, man. I went over to Colombia and I spent 6 days over there, and it's a different world. As a matter of fact, I'm not really a big nigga, but over there, I was considered as a big dude. I mean, those people over there, man. I mean, like, I think out of 6 days of me and being over there, and I may have seen maybe 5 heavyset people. All the rest of them, man, like hardly nobody fat. They very active. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, because they have to do.
I hear in America, well, if you stay across the street from the corner store, you're gonna drive to the damn corner store instead of walking your ass across the street. These folks, they very active. They walk, they ride bikes. On, I think it was a Saturday, they shut a certain part of the city down, and it's called Activity Day or something like that, where people get to walk the streets and ride their bikes, up and down the highway. All of their food over there is organic, and it's crazy because I don't eat red meat like hamburgers and shit like that, but I actually ate a I want to say a double cheeseburger or something like that from the McDonald's over there, and bro,
it was good.
Their McDonald's and our McDonald's is night and day, because like I said, all of their food is organic, and the women over there are beautiful, bro. I mean, you have women there that's like 60 and out here giving these young girls who like 20 and 30 like a run for their money, and like they beautiful. So it was a learning experience, man, and I really want to go back over there.
I bet.
15, good for another session.
Oh man.
15.
15, yeah.
Not 3-5, next Friday. Come right to this, and then come back and get race mixed.
15. Try to make it that Saturday, like 6.
16.
Yeah.
What time?
It could be that evening or some shit like that. Yeah.
So y'all in the studio.
Yeah, now another session for the weekend after the week or whatever. Yeah.
So what's the craziest thing that happened in 2020? Did you you survived, you made it?
The craziest thing that happened?
Yeah, in your life.
Oh man. The craziest thing that happened, you know, like to me in my personal life.
Yeah.
I think the craziest thing that happened. I mean, I didn't really have anything that just that happened to me that's totally to the left, you know, that took me by surprise, except for the death of my brother.
Oh man.
You know,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you know, that was it. Because you know, after the whole COVID-19 situation took place, you know, there were things already put in place in order to help us survive. And so I think we just learning how to survive with what we was given for that that year time. That was about the hardest part, you know, because everything else, I mean, shit, you couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't go to the sports bars, couldn't go to the clubs, you couldn't do shit. So yeah, so that, I mean, just the hardest part was just getting mentally adjusted to this fucking secluded lifestyle they tried to force on America.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Did it make you push harder for this year? Like you feel better now?
Yeah.
Like that is okay.
Yeah, it made me push harder, man. And you know, I had made whatever my hustle is. I even posted on my Facebook, you know, like whatever your hustle is, you need to turn that shit up and go extra hard. 2021, like play later. Yeah. All this shit trying to, you know, out playing time, fuck that. It's hustle time 100%. I even told my Brazil that my artist, because we had our first studio session, when was it? Saturday, the day after New Year's. We had our first session of the year. And I was riding, talking to her, and I was like, yo, we got to turn up with our grind this year. With this music, we got to go fucking 10 times harder. You know, because I felt like we missed a whole year of trying to make something happen. And not only just us, the people that we was connected to, you know, who were connected to, who had arm reach, they was shut down. You know what I'm saying? So like we got to get out here and do our grind, handle our business. Yeah. 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 It's an uphill for everybody, but I think it feels better now. Like that, after we survived 2020, kind of feels better. Like, at least I know what I'm working with, type shit. You know. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know what we're working with, but at the same time, we still don't know what to expect because shit is still evolving. Yeah. Will you take the would you let Brazil Hill take the vaccine? Because I know damn well you ain't taking that bitch. Well, I guess you still know me. Nah, I ain't taking that fucking, man. Brazil, I think that's a personal choice. You know what I'm saying? Because I helped manage her career, but her personal life, that more or less a personal decision on her. I hope she would like tell you read up on it and be very knowledgeable of that shit before she, you know, let them stick that shit up in her. But me, if I can in any kind of fucking way possible, I would do it until I see it's deemed as being very safe. And I probably still wouldn't do it because I just don't trust shit coming from the government. Just to be honest.
Yeah.
And then some of the shit just not making sense to me. It's just like the whole thing about the flu shot. You know, I don't understand how you're gonna, you know, prevent someone from catching the flu by injecting the flu in them, even though they say the virus are dead. Well, I mean, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand the shit.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
And then I've seen plenty of people who used to take the flu shot and fucking get cold, get sick. My ex-wife used to take the flu shot faithfully, and every summer her ass have a fucking summer cold.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
somebody just
Yeah, I'm ready.
I said no. Somebody took the vaccine and they caught it like a couple days later, like a couple weeks later.
Yeah, that shit crazy. So no, I won't be taking that shit.
Hell yeah, man. Where can I find your music or the website? You got a website for the company?
The website I had one, but I took it down. So I just linked up with some more cats that actually are from Mobile, our hometown, and we're working on a website right now as we speak. But I do have links where you can go and you know, view Brazil Hill music, and it'll tell you all the places where, you know, those smart links. It'll tell you you know, all of her music platforms they're on. You can go. They'll send you to the different write-ups she had from different blog sites and everything.
Sure. And I got them down here in the description in the page. You'll see it when you're watching it. Oh man, it's been a pleasure, my brother, man. Like, I don't want to hold you up too much, man. I'm about to go smoke and eat.
Eat, man.
Huh?
What you gonna eat?
Oh, I'm about to go eat some salmon, man. Some salmon. I was gonna eat some mahi, but salmon cooked faster. And probably some veggies. That's it. I eat fish. I don't eat.
So I don't know if I'm gonna have none. I love salmon.
That's how I do it, man. Shoot. So y'all dropping, y'all in the studio right now. When these records dropping?
The record that she just finished mixing down and all that good shit. I'm gonna try to have that record out, man. Probably the middle of the first quarter, maybe some next month sometime. You know, because I right now I'm finna start working on it, and I also want to build up a little buzz about it too before we just drop it. You know, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna try to at least by the middle, close towards the end of next month, and then hopefully probably have a video to drop with it too as well.
I don't want to you know, I just got a few more things to ask. I got one thing I really got to ask you, and it really, how did all right, musically, well, let me see. Well, George Floyd situation happened, and then a million situations like that happen. Musically, are y'all making music about that? What's your stance on the whole Black Lives Matter? Like, it seemed like it just shut off after a while.
Well, the answer is to no. Brazil hasn't recorded any songs that's touching on that matter, but we do have discussions. We do have discussions about that matter, and you know, I think, you know, we're on the same page, but we do have our differences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the answer to that question, no, she haven't written any songs, you know, that's touching bases on, you know, all this craziness that's been going on with the injustice of the, you know, the Black and the child.
Do you think Black Lives Matter is like really for the cause, or do you think it's like a secret, some type of a secret agenda behind it?
Man, you know, I haven't really dived deep into Black Lives Matter. to say that it's some type of secret agenda going on or whatever like that. You know, I hear people say that, and
yeah,
I hear some people say it, and they have a different opinion. So I don't want to sit here and try to give an opinion about it when I don't really know. I know the basic fundamentals of Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
right, and that's what I stand for.
But
yeah, because I'm Black.
yeah, I do know that Black Lives Matter is, you know, it is making the Black voice being heard. It is causing the Black voice to be heard, and it's something we need. I know that much.
Yeah.
But far as other hidden secret agenda, I don't know that, man. I wouldn't be able to speak on that.
Man.
Just know that when some injustice is going on with the Black man, woman, or child, Black Lives Matters is that front row seat voicing their opinion. Yep. I can't give them that.
Yeah, I can't.
You know?
Yeah. So you can't. Yeah, you can't hate on that for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I on that.
If why you think if the internet shut down, you think we would still be able to, as the whole world, if the internet went away, you think we would still be able to do what we did back in the day, like live how we lived, or you think it'd just be scary out here?
It'll be both. We'll be able to go back, start popping shit up out the trunk, because there's always somebody in the hood that's still burning CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was over in Greenbrier Mall, goddamn motherfucker had a booth in the middle of the mall, burning everybody's CD and selling CDs. And I walked over there, I was like, I wonder if this motherfucker got some Brazil shit over here. Cause I'm like, you know, he had I'm in Greenbrier, I'm at the middle of the mall, and I see this motherfucker, he got everybody's CDs over there. And he had like a money bag, yo. And so I grabbed one and I opened it, and it was just a plain burnt CD. But at the cover, it had like money bag, yo, and all the other shit. So I'm like, this nigga bootlegging people's CDs. So the first thing I do, I start looking for a Brazil Hill CD. I'm like, I want this motherfucking bootleg. You know, so that shit's still going on. And if that was to happen, we would convert back to that, and it also would be scary. Now, I don't know how it would affect, you know, some of these new age artists because they're not used to doing that.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy shit, man. That's crazy shit, man. Oh, man. This was good, man. How do you think of the president, man? You happy that we got Biden in there?
Man, ain't nobody for us. Ain't nobody for us. They just need our vote, but ain't nobody for us. You know, I don't. You know, ain't nobody for us. You know.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shoot, that's you know, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, I was always wondering what somebody else thought about it, but they ain't for us. We got to go for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, you come from Mobile, Alabama. I'm well from Pritchard, and you know how many people that didn't make it, man. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that place in '92 and shit. You you know, like, you're a black man who didn't get shot, you didn't get killed. Like, all that stuff happened for it. That was you there when we got laid down that time? We was getting ready.
When we got laid down.
Yeah, we was getting ready to go do a show, and a task force pull up on us and put the guns on us.
Right?
Huh?
Was they at the shop?
Nah, we was on like Birmingham Street.
Nah, I don't think I was there that day.
Yeah, man, it was bad. And for no reason, it was just the hip hop cops. So, you know, these are one of the last questions I had to really ask you, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel like hip hop is being targeted at this point, like when it comes to crime?
Yeah, it is. I really think that the industry is financing. I'm not gonna say the industry, but I do think that hip hop is being targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Hip hop is being targeted because a lot of stuff that goes on in hip hop, it don't goes on in no other genre of music.
Yeah.
You know, I do think hip hop is being targeted.
You damn
Yeah,
sure.
but at the same time, you know, we put that on target on our own back. You know,
Speak on it.
target that, and we take the target and put on our back. So,
yeah,
you know,
with a smile on our face too.
yeah.
Shoot.
So it is what it is, man.
Man.
But yeah, man, I appreciate this interview, bro.
Man,
and everything.
I appreciate it, man. I needed your story to be out there, man. I wanted to be part of it before it even blow up. I'm gonna have you back. I'm gonna try to have you back later on, you know, this year. And
yeah. Let's do a recap, man. Do it sometime this year, maybe next year or something like that. But most definitely need to do a recap, you know, so I can keep you abreast on what's going on and the new projects of a Brazil Hill and all that stuff. And, you know, but for right now, just enjoy what we got out. You know, we got them YouTube videos out there on the Rich Point Music YouTube channel. You can see Brazil Hill music videos. Also, you can go and follow her on Instagram at Brazil Hill, on Facebook, which is Brazil Hill, and also Rich Point Music on Instagram. So, you know, they're out there.
That's what's up, man. For sure. Man, thank you for coming through, man. This is an honor, man. Like, I'm gonna probably personally watch this shit over and over and over myself.
Don't worry, man. It was good chopping it up with you, man. You know,
for sure.
Good. Yeah, it's good that, you know, how we used to be back in the days and what we have, you know, become now, and seeing us on two different platforms, but we able to come together. That's one. I mean, it was real dope because, you know, knowing our history. So it's pretty dope right here doing this right now, man.
Who would have thought? Yeah. But shoot.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Hey, don't hang up. I'm about to close this show out. So don't hang up.
Yeah. Okay.
This is episode 149. Freddie Davis of Rich Point Music. I always get ready to say records. Rich Point Music. Episode 149, the Honorable Djmetalmonkey radio show. Check us out on Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, all kinds of places, wherever you can listen to a podcast or a radio show. All right, my brother.
All right, bro. Peace and love.
Hey.